And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Throwing first play is Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This defense for the Rams, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Throwing his Lance on third down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is... Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards and the 49er first down.
Here we go, set.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook. Now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And some room to run now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. They'll run with Mitchell. And he gets it a little bit closer, takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Mitchell, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to...
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. He'll buy some time right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
Still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here in the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and we get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. First down, here's Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now an option play on second down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the Rams at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
6, 7, ready, go.
From the 31, Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away? and take control of this game.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Stafford looks to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd down at 4. Now Stafford. Man, and he hits him in stride. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-3. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Isabella now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that lead. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone. And
Davis Price hit, and he fumbles it. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's got Rome. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford eluding the pressure right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the slot man goes in motion left. From midfield, here's Lance. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Lance again. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because